we must follow the rule of law. And the rule of law is not mere talking about the rule of law, but it's the implementation, the enforcement of the law. We have good laws that are not implemented. We have good laws that are not enforced. So my leadership is going to make sure that we enforce the laws, and that's the role of the ED, because we enact laws, and the ED is in charge in the enforcement of the law, together with the police. So the issue of impunity is going to be worked. But how are we going to address that? We are going to begin with calling for a key stakeholders engagement. Stakeholders engagement, not just key. For us to appreciate and rethink on the Kampala that we want. As a people from Kampala, we must have an engagement where we are going to discuss the Kampala we want, so that we agree on how we are going to address the challenges of Kampala. We have challenges today. Kampala, capital city, constructs a road using billions of money, and tomorrow National Water cuts the road. So why don't we, during construction, work in partnership, that we are going to install ducts, service ducts, so that when the National Water wants to pass their pipes, to install their pipes, we have already ducts that can be used. So we are not going to have any more cutting of our roads, because during planning we are going to make sure that we involve National Water, we involve Umeme. Umeme is no longer UEDCL. We are going to involve all the key stakeholders in development, so that we can have harmony in development. That's the importance of the engagement. We are going to discuss as key stakeholders of Kampala, as stakeholders of Kampala, the Kampala we want. Make resolutions, which resolutions will be adopted by my council, so that we agree on how to handle. Why should you litter? You take water in a bottle and just litter. That's going to be fought, and we must fight it together. Okay? Development of the city does not require leaders alone. We must look to work with our people closely in the development. Those that we take. We are going to create street committees. We have the Clans Charter. The Clans Charter in Kcca is a contract between the residents and Kampala capital city. The Clans Charter looks at the standards, the standard and the quality of works that should be done. Within what time? When someone reports an issue. If I do report that on my road they have dumped garbage, it will take just 1 day for Kcca to respond. And that's the contract we have. If there is a pothole that has been reported, it will take 48 hours to be sealed. That's the standard. Failure to do that, someone can go to courts of law. So I want Kcca staff to understand that we have a performance contract with our people, and that they are not going to joke around.
You said your house is not.
We have a challenge in schools. Today, Kampala capital city has 79 government-aided schools. What do we call government-aided? A school that government supports, even if it's not owned by government. We have foundation bodies like the Muslims that own schools. So when Kampala capital city or government takes over that school, it has some responsibility, maybe to pay the teachers, to furnish the school, but the structures and the land is for the foundation body. But we want to have purely public schools in Kampala. Currently, we only have 23 purely public schools in Kampala, primary schools. That's nonsense. Kampala, with over 4 million depopulation, cannot have only 23 public schools. The policy is clear. The education policy states that every parish should have a public school, government aided. But we have 101 parishes in Kampala, with only 50 parishes having schools. So 50% of the parishes have no schools. And we are going to address that. The challenging issue is that Kampala capital city has been selling off its land. And yet we are looking for land on which to construct schools. So that is going to be, I have instructed that no more school land should be sold. Every open space belonging to the city must be protected, and we are going to secure titles for them so that we have security of tenure, and this is going to be kept for the future generation.
I believe that under your administration...
For garbage, the biggest challenge that Kampala has. But we have, I have investors who are currently in Uganda, who have Kcca technology, that when you get garbage, the machine, the technology only extracts out metals. The rest is crushed into a certain powder, and this powder we fabricate, or we produce about 7 items. One, that powder alone is fuel, but we also get petrol, we get electricity, we get biosynthetic fertilizers, we get wood, synthetic wood that has strength almost equal to concrete. So we are going to utilize, there is no waste at all when you use this technology. Absolutely no waste. So this is the technology that we want to employ in Kampala. And what they are looking for is mere land and garbage, a contract that all the garbage that will be generated for the next 20 years will be theirs. Because they can bring such technologies, and then we have competition for garbage. So what they need is garbage, to know that they will have enough garbage for them to be able to produce those 7 to 10 items or products. So garbage is going to be, in fact, people will begin selling garbage because garbage is a resource. No, yes, recently we had a presentation yesterday, but when I spoke about the same, and we have a meeting with the ED, with the investors. In fact, the ED had suggested that they would be the best solution to decommission Kcca, because the technology reduces garbage 8 times. So for a solution where you can reduce Kcca 8 times, then it is the best technology to be used for decommissioning Kcca.
First of all, allow me to take the opportunity on behalf of my people of Tororo County to congratulate the Lord Mayor for assuming his office, aware that all of us are here within his jurisdiction. We want to wish him well and ensure that we support him where necessary to serve the people of Kampala, but also us who are here in Kampala. Parliament is seated in Kampala next to his offices. I also want to request the people of Kampala that the new Lord Mayor, while working with him here in Parliament, was a very, very good cooperative gentleman who lived by the good experience of working with government. You know, when you don't work with government, it becomes difficult to navigate and make sure that your services move on well. The Lord Mayor, this one I know, for him, he's going to work with government there, work with the technical people to ensure that services are delivered for the good of all of us who live within Kampala, but above all, the capital city of this beloved country of ours called Uganda. Well, I didn't listen to him, but what I know from how I've known him in the past, he is one person who wants to work with the technical people. He is one person who believes that those are the people who will support him in delivering his duties. And for that reason, I expect less friction this time in Kcca. Good partnership, good working relationship, and of course, good consultative agenda with government that offers us support in terms of budgetary requirements and needs for the good of making sure that the city is a good place for all of us to enjoy and live in, but also give the first impression to our visitors who come into the country. Yes, caucus meetings are one of our scheduled engagements as far as NRM family is concerned. When a program is released, we always converge in Entebbe or any other place depending on the notice that will have come. Whether in the Prime Minister's office, whether here in Parliament, whether in Entebbe, that is how we've been living as a NRM to share on how we intend to progress with our agenda of offering leadership to this country. So the testing is going on, and we will be there. We'll be there on Sunday. I expect that Sunday we will have further engagements in relation to how we are going to prepare for leadership of the Parliament to come. No, as a matter of fact, first of all, allow me once again on behalf of the people of Tororo County and South to be specific, to congratulate the President once again. As Tororo County, we did well. Tororo County political branch, you know, Tororo district happens to have 2 NRM officers. As Tororo County political branch, in the last elections of 2021, we did 87.4%. But this time, Tororo County were able to move to 91.2%. And as Tororo district, in general, when you combine the two, we moved to 77.6%. I think we've done very well. We want to thank the President and only request His Excellency to fast track the demands that were concluded the other time to our meeting by creating the new administrative units. Our people are waiting. It was one of the issues that was raised to him when he was in his campaign trail, and we want to have to see that that is fast tracked and make sure that the people of Tororo, where we have the largest number of lower local administrative units, 42 in number. You can imagine how services need to reach all those people. Because of the size of the district, we get constrained to ensure that services reach to all those people. So we need to fast track the completion of creation of these new administrative units such that we start preparing of our people to receive services as they get closer to them. So that is one key request. If given an opportunity to say something there, I'll tell the President, congratulations, first of all. Our performance as Tororo and Tororo County, to be specific, has been rising and rising and rising. And of course, anchoring on the challenges that we've been having before, getting services nearer to the people, but also the administrative units, let's now see this put to rest, prepare these units to come, and services will reach the people. The other things, he's aware of them.